There are a lot of different types of intermittent fastings that are floating around today. But unfortunately, there isn't anyone that's really talking about yoga's intermittent fasting, the proper way yogis used to do it thousands of years ago. If you watch this video till the end, not only will you know why intermittent fasting works, but also the real reason behind why yogis used to do it. Without further ado, let's get into it. Now I'm going to play a small clip of Sadguru talking about intermittent fasting, and then I will explain exactly why it works and how to do it.
I do only one meal most of the days. If I'm traveling, I may do something else a little bit, but otherwise generally if I am home, I do only one meal. Generally for me, it is 4:35 in the evening. It'll keep me going the entire 24 hours. So suppose there is a lot of physical activity on a certain day, then you may eat a small breakfast or you may eat a fruit or something like that.
Sadhguru works more than you and me, and most of the people we know. But however, he just eats one meal a day, most of the days. Now why is that so important? The process of eating is 4 stages: ingestion, digestion, assimilation, and excretion. These processes take a lot of energy, especially the assimilation, because what you're doing is you're taking something that's not you and converting it into you. This is one of the primary reasons yogi don't eat more than a day, because you can't have 100% focus on the things that you want to do, because your assimilation process takes a lot of energy. Now, recently the scientific community is starting to learn about these powerful benefits. I'll start off by explaining you a very good experiment that was done on rats. They've taken 3 groups of rats. The first group of rats were eating 1 hour a day and fasting 23 hours. That means they were given food for only 1 hour. And after that 1 hour, the food was taken away. So they didn't have anything to eat for another 23 hours. And also, doing this, in this experiment, the rats can eat whatever they want during that 1 hour. They weren't restricted of certain foods or anything. They were eating sugar, they were eating whatever they like, literally. The second group of rats were given abundance of food. They could eat whatever they want, whenever they want. Pretty much they are free to eat, just like most of the human beings. If you have surplus of food, you eat whenever you want. The third group were eating 3 meals a day. This is the general population, usually what the doctors in the hospitals and science usually tells us, that you need to eat 3 healthy meals a day and so on. So the interesting thing that the results showed was the rats that were eating 1 hour a day and fasting 23 hours lived significantly longer than the other 2 groups. When I mean significantly, literally 25% more. That's a lot of lifespan. Usually rats live around 2 years, and these were living 2.5 to 3 years. Crazy. What this experiment proves to us is it's more important how many times you eat than what you eat, literally. The reason being, every time you eat any caloric food, the body has a natural insulin response and the formation of AGEs. AGEs are advanced glycation end products. The primary reason we age is because of these AGEs. They contribute to cellular aging, damaging tissue, damaging organs, in general damage over time. Think of it like rust forming on metals, gradually eats away the strength and integrity of the material. The same way, AGEs in the body make you age faster, lead to increased susceptibility to various diseases. Now, there are people in the scientific community like Dr. David Sinclair and many others who are doing extensive research in this area. But the interesting thing is, yoga has been teaching this for almost time immemorial. So there's nothing that needs to be proven. For us, it's all about trying ourselves and figuring out if it works for us. So the most important thing you can do right now for your health is eat in the shortest window possible and see how your body reacts. I mean, the longer you fast, it's really better for your body. You're giving it time for the food to assimilate into you and become you. And also, by giving enough break, you're making the body so efficient that it's not going to have any bad cells in the body. It's going to try to clean them up because it needs to be very efficient. If you're thinking this is really hard to do, and where do I start? Obviously those are logical questions, right? The way I've started is, I used to skip my breakfast. But if you think that that's too hard, what you can do is, let's say you're eating at 10 a.m. today. That's your breakfast. Start by eating at 10:30, right, for a week. And then the following week, start eating at 11, and so on, right? So you'll be able to push your breakfast to noon. Once you're able to push your breakfast to noon, do the same thing with your dinner. Push it towards your lunch. Close the gap, right? So let's say you're eating your dinner at 8 p.m. Next week, start eating at 7:30. A week after that, eat at 7. A week after that, eat at 6. Eventually, what you want to do is have that window really, really small. When I started this journey, eating 1 meal a day, it was very hard for me because I just went straight in. I was like, let me just do it. But it took me a month or so. I started, there's no more hunger, and I feel really, really active. I'm like, my body is super, super healthy. My numbers, my blood work, they just came back amazing. And I've never felt that amazing in my entire life. And one of the other benefits is you're actually decreasing the chances of Alzheimer's and cancer by almost 70%. One important point is if you're eating 1 meal a day, you need to make sure you're actually eating it in such a way that you're getting all the nutrients that your body needs. That's a whole nother video I'll try to post, because it'll take another 10 minutes or so to explain the nutrients that your body needs, and how to eat them, and all that stuff. And I'll make a video on that and post it out next week. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. But for now, the takeaway is I really hope that you start decreasing the window of what you eat. That way, you're really taking the benefits of what yogis used to get, how effective you are in your daily activities. And you actually really enjoy food as well, because you're waiting for that one meal. It's so pleasurable. On top of that, you're actually going to save a lot of money. You only need to spend for one meal. So the benefits are just far too many. If you're interested in any other topics that you want to hear, comment below, and I'm going to read all the comments. I'm going to answer each and every single one of you. So make sure you comment, and thank you so much for watching this video. Have a great day, guys.